Hi everyone, I'm Sal Jade, and I'm a best-selling tarot instructor on Udemy and on the Psychic Healing Academy. And in this short video, I'm going to share with you the best decks that you can use for your love and marriage readings. This video is going to be perfect for you if you're someone who has started reading tarot or been reading tarot for a while, or even if you're a professional and you've started getting some of those trickier love and marriage questions and you wish you just had a deck that went a little bit beyond your current deck that you're using. I'm going to be exploring a number of different tarot decks and also oracle card decks and giving you some recommendations, but do hang around to the very end because if you are on a limited budget, I'm going to share with you the one that I would choose if you don't quite have enough money to go out and buy lots and lots of them. This is a freebie from my best-selling love readings course, and if you'd like to find out more about that, I'll share some more information at the end. And if you love these free tutorials, please do hit subscribe so you can always get my latest free offerings for you. In this lecture, I'm going to explore for you what decks to use during this course and what decks you can use for romance readings. Now, it may come as a little bit of a surprise, but I don't often use specific romance-based themes decks when I'm doing readings. I've always been a little bit more of an intuitive deck chooser when it comes to giving psychic readings professionally. So often I just kind of tune in before my client comes and go, what deck do I feel like they're going to use, or what deck do I feel like is going to give them the best answers? However, there are some romance specifically themed decks that I do like to use, and there are some decks that are generic decks that I use for all sorts of readings, but I also like to bring in for my romance readings. So I'm going to explore those for you now. So probably the most common decks that I use for my romance readings are the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, and some of you may be familiar with that already or have seen that in some of my other courses. I love using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I also love using Morgan Greer's tarot deck or the Gilded Tarot. Now, some of the decks that I also love that go into a deeper level, and I do suggest, especially as you're getting more into those advanced levels, is Tony Carmine Salerno's The Art of Tarot Love. Now, I've fallen in love with this deck recently, and I just think it's exquisite how he has adapted it. However, it's really not great for beginners because it's a tarot deck that has changed up the major suits. So the wands and the cups and the pentacles and the swords are replaced by other elements. This can be very confusing unless you're already confident with tarot cards. But what I will do in this course for you is show you how to use this specific deck just with the major arcana, exploring the spiritual lessons that can come through in a romance reading. I love John Holland's Psychic Tarot deck, and I do use that specifically for a relationship spread, which I'm going to talk about in another lecture. So I'll show you how to use that, and I like it for also general love readings. And the Mythic Oracle deck is one of my favourite for romance readings. I love the Crystal Ally deck. This is a really great deck especially if you're a healer and you want to go a little bit deeper with helping your client heal emotional issues around their relationships. So I hope that has helped everyone who is looking to expand their current deck collection and want to know what you can use for love and marriage readings beyond your standard Rider-Waite deck or whatever standard deck you've got. Now, if that is all a bit overwhelming, or if you've got a limited budget and you think you can only choose one, I would go for the Psychic Tarot for the Heart one by John Holland. This would be my first choice to choose one deck. Even though it is an oracle deck and not a tarot deck, it features enough similarities that you will really expand your love and marriage readings with this. It's a really fabulous deck. Now, you might ask why? It's a great deck for beginners, and that's because it has a really helpful booklet, and it does also have like words written on each one that summarize very clearly what the major theme of that particular card is. It will help improve your tarot readings because, like I said, it is based on the Rider-Waite structure and the deck. It hasn't got all the same cards as the Rider-Waite does, so it's missing the courts and it's missing the tens, but it does give you enough to understand the tarot on a deeper level, especially from a romantic perspective. The beautiful imagery in it will help boost your intuition, and it has massive healing benefits. And those of you who know me well and who have done a lot of my courses know I'm a huge fan of being a tarot healer, not just a psychic fortune teller when it comes to helping your clients. And I feel a lot of the messages that come through in this are actually really beneficial for anyone who's experiencing pain or suffering or confusion in their love life. And if you are interested in mastering love readings on a much higher level, then do check out the description below or visit saljade.com/Udemy courses, and there you can find my best-selling love readings, Give Psychic Love Readings with Ease course. This course goes through extensive detail with over 6.5 hours of content, helping you explore some of those really challenging love questions like when will I get married? Will we get back together? What is he thinking of me? Do we have a past life together? And just some of more of those questions that you can get asked that can be a little bit confusing, whether you are a beginner or even a professional. And with this link below, you do get 50% off, so click through there if you want to take advantage of that great discount today. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a video that's going to come next in this sequence that shares the full curriculum with you, so do hang around and watch that. So thank you so much for joining me.